All right, folks, today I'm going to go over the reactive slingshot. I know you've seen, or if you have my programs, and many of you probably do, especially in the power speed side and the push-up protocols and those sort of things, I make reference to this guy quite a bit. So I kind of want to give you the reasons why, how it's beneficial, and those sort of things. Because I think this is, truthfully, this is one of those pieces of equipment that is readily available, it's relatively expensive, and for the benefit, it's like one of those things that's like I really encourage you guys to buy. And there's no monetary gain for me, but this thing, especially if I was running like a police academy or a fire academy, or I was running a boot camp or a selection process, this right here, or like even training youth athletics, this right here would be an absolute fundamental purchase. Okay, so let me go with the reasons why. Okay, so a lot of things about the push-ups that you've heard me emphasize is about getting the right position. The positions of the bones determine the function of the muscles. One of the really cool things that Mark Bell did in developing this is make sure that it puts you in the best position. Okay, doesn't guarantee the best position, but it really kind of gets you in the right position. Okay, so without me just continue to talk about the right position, let me show it to you. Okay, a couple of things about this. When you put this guy on and you bend your elbow, right, you want to make sure that it's just sticking out the end of this, okay? Because if you really load this and it's not in the right position, you have bigger arms, it might want to slide out, okay? Especially if you're really sweaty. So put this thing through, give it a bend, and just the end of your humerus is sticking out, okay? So again, this is the reactive, this is the blue one. The next step up is the original, which is red. It's more tension. They also have the yellow for bigger arms. It's the same tension as the yellow. And then you have the black one, which is the Mad Dog, and that's really for the powerlifting side. People bench pressing in excess of 400 or 500 pounds. So for the push-ups, this is the one I recommend, okay? Get the other arm slid on, okay? We see how the elbow is just pushed over, just outside of this thing, okay? I'm going to take that really good push-up position that I've gone over in my other videos. Okay, hands out in front. I'm going to squeeze my glutes, and that puts me out over what I say the drop zone is. Okay, and as I descend, right, I can't get into internal rotation with this thing unless I force it. Okay, I can really get at that bottom. Okay, flex my triceps, boom. Right, that's what I'm looking for. Is what I'm trying to do in this, and what it really does is, don't think it's cheating, okay? Because my mass, even though I'm in this thing, the mass, because of gravity, I'm not changing. My body weight isn't changing throughout the process of me doing push-ups. Because my mass is not changing, and this is allowing my acceleration to be more constant over time, I'm accruing more work. So the nervous system is going to adapt to that higher work output, okay? That's not to say that you can continue doing push-ups and push-ups and push-ups to total exhaustion. But think of this, like if you've done my push-up program, okay, and you experience fatigue and the body slowing down, throw the slingshot on and finish out that program with it, okay? The same thing with bench press. It's like, well, yeah, I'm really fatigued through this. You know, maybe either my options are either take some of the weight off to keep that acceleration up, or I put the slingshot on, again, because you might think, well, yeah, Jeff, but is it different? No. If you're putting mass on a bar, like put a weight on the bar, 135 pounds, even though this is on you, what's not changing? The mass on the bar. So all we're doing is manipulating acceleration, okay? So now we really drive that workload way up. Okay, so this is one of those things, again, now when you work on the speed side, on my power and speed program, now you're starting to see, it's like, oh, we've dropped that weight down, and I'm saying keep velocity up, keep your acceleration up, okay? And the other side of this too is probably one of the most important things, and just a little bit overlooked, is getting into your eccentric position, right? Your negative position allows for a much more robust, higher velocity concentric. So as it plays out in the push-up, right? As I descend and I know that I'm in a great position to change direction, velocity is there. Okay? So I can get into a much less dynamic eccentric position and be explosive coming out of it. So this, folks, is a super awesome tool. I highly recommend you checking out the Slingshot.